Hello, YouTube. Happy spooky Sunday, everybody. It's me, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I see Epsilon already. I see Rube already. Hello, hello. I see Bean. What's up, everybody? This is a momentous occasion in streaming history because for the first time ever, I changed my setup. I got my TV set up next to the computer. I got my new capture card in the mail. And I'm actually playing this on my Nintendo Switch today. So this is the first time in the history of this channel's live streaming that what I'm playing is not on the PC, whether it be Steam or emulator or otherwise. So this is pretty cool. Erica, hello. I will tell you guys right now that I can't see hardly anything with this mask on. So it's going to be an added layer of challenge, I think. But it should be a little bit less spooky than last week. Cabin Factory was a bit too much for my blood, so I will warn you if you have not seen this game. It is very cartoonish, but that said, there is a lot of like blood, guts, toilet humor. You know, there's a lot of like poop and farts and guts and that kind of thing. Again, very cartoony. But if you're at all sensitive to the visceral, this might not be for you. I do want to get a poll going in chat too because I'm curious. How many people have that? How's everybody doing on this wonderful Sunday? How cool is it that I'm playing on my Switch? So that said too, like, this might be weird, and we might still be adjusting because I have two monitors, right? Two computer monitors. So usually I have OBS and chat and everything up on one, and then whatever game I'm playing is up on the other. And that's the one that's sort of right in front of me here. I have limited space. So my television is actually off to the side here. So I actually have to be like looking this way to be looking at the game. I have another chat window up that's pretty much as close to the TV as I can get it. But that said, you won't be looking at, you'll be seeing more of my profile, I guess, than directly in front of my face. And it might be a little bit harder for me to keep up with chat, but please chat, please talk. I want to know what's up. I want to know how you guys are doing. There should also be, I had to do a lot of troubleshooting with this because the game is going through a capture card to the TV, and that's really just like so I can play it, because there's too much of a delay just trying to play it off of OBS. So whatever you guys actually see, there's roughly a 2.5 second delay between me playing it and what shows up on OBS. So I mean that shouldn't really affect you guys, but that said, I did have to mess around a lot with the sound yesterday and like getting it to align with the video, and I struggled a lot with that. So if you guys, it should be fine. It should be really close, if not perfect. But if you guys are noticing, you know, that there's a delay between what you're seeing and what you're hearing, just as far as the game goes, let me know, and I will pause and try to adjust it more. Spider-Man, yes indeed. What's up, Chesburger? I've never played it, but I saw a Let's Play years ago. I remember it being good, but I don't remember much. Been down lately, Bean? You want to talk about it, buddy? Okay, so also if you haven't seen this game, I guess it's technically a roguelite. Every run is different. It's a matter of gathering power-ups, exploring, defeating enemies, and progressing, etc. It is pretty heavily inspired by Zelda 1. So if you haven't played this game, haven't seen this game, but are familiar with Zelda, you will see some Zelda tropes make an appearance very early on in this. So, Baddest Vamp, hello. Pretty much been in one of those moods where nothing is appealing to me. Oh, that's a big sign of depression, buddy, for sure. Not saying that you need to be alarmed. It's good that you're aware of it. A lot of people fall into these low points and don't even really realize that they're going through it. So, trapped in your room all day, nothing to do. I mean, that you need rest, right? But sometimes it's good to just, you know, get out and go for a walk, especially before it gets too cold. I don't know what your temp's like there. Charlotte, hello. Okay, so we're gonna do a new run. Also, I'm not great at this game. I've played it some, but I'm not fantastic at it. I tried doing a hard mode run yesterday with Isaac, and I couldn't really get past like the 5th floor, but I was really kind of just testing it out. So I am gonna do normal, and we'll see if I beat any of these runs. We're just gonna play for a little while. After this first run, though, if you guys have other characters that you want me to play as, let me know in the chat. It's been chucking it down all day. You might have to explain that one. I don't really know exactly what you mean, buddy. Alright, so right away, I mean, this does kind of look like Zelda dungeons, right? Usually the doors are in one of 4 directions. I do have a bomb. I'm not going to use it yet. We do not have a sword. Instead, Isaac cries, and we shoot tears at enemies. So, let's just do some crying. Let's get hit immediately. That's great. So like I said, I can't see super well with this mask on, guys. And mainly just because like the lenses fog up. I did put some anti-fogger on my lenses here. But it's only mildly effective, so I can pop the eyes off, so I'm going to play as long as I can like this, just for the spectation of it, but see how this goes. But I can pop the eyes off and sort of defog at any time. Chucking it down means, oh, it's been rainy. I'd imagine that. I don't think this is a great power-up, but okay. So, power-ups, there's at least one on every floor. On this first floor, the power-up room here is unlocked. But moving forward, we'll have to have a key if we want to get into any more of the power-up rooms, so we do want to try to conserve keys as we get them. We can break poop. Sometimes poop will drop pennies. There are secret rooms and stuff like that to look for. Walls that you can blow open with bombs. Again, our resources are so limited right now. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Kind of just trying to be careful and explore. And I already took a hit, which isn't great this early in the run, but again, I'm not really expecting to beat this, so battery doesn't do anything for us. So that's pretty much everything in this floor. If I had to guess, there's probably a secret room right here to the right of us. Just because it's a void that's surrounded by rooms on 3 sides, so that's probably like the first place I would check, but they can be anywhere. The room above that I skipped is locked. I don't want to spend my key, and I'm pretty sure it's just a shop, and we don't really have any money, so we're gonna fight Larry. Larry is a segmented boss that kind of patrols at random here and makes poop as he goes. But okay, we got a pentagram. So some power-ups, like the spider buddy, is like a minion that will follow you and do stuff. Some increase your stats. All my stats are on the left-hand side there. And actually getting a damage up early is pretty good. I didn't see the fly. Couple of bomberinos, sweet. Or how about said, I'm right here. Alright, if we could actually get him to blow up some of these rocks. And even blow open some of these stone chests. You need bombs to open these stone chests. Somebody, how about one up here? That. What up here? Oh, okay. Pills do random things every run, so I have no idea what this does. I'm gonna try it.
Balls of
Got balls of steel. This is actually pretty nice too, because this lets us... Oops, thought that was the one you could move. We're gonna try and get this. Oh. Another damage up. Okay. Have you ever played Myst? I have not. I don't really see anything in here worth it. It's getting harder and harder to see the longer I wear this. Oh, go away. I'll take that. Now this is another power-up room here. We are going to spend a key. I don't like this power-up. I happen to know that it rewinds time. Which I don't care about. More pills. Oh, that just switched bombs. Alright, we're doing alright. Play Mario and the Music Box, great game. Tell me about it, because I think I've heard about it. From what I think I've heard about it, I wouldn't play it. But maybe you can convince me otherwise. That actually went pretty well. I'm still not going to bother with a shop. I only have 10 coins. We're almost to the boss of this floor. So obviously, like, as we progress, we descend further down. The layers get more difficult, the enemies get more difficult. I've taken it. Monstro. Not that bad of a boss as long as you keep moving. But bosses get way harder. Got speed up is also fine. Alright. Might have to pop an eye off soon, guys. Yesterday, I downloaded a PS1 emulator and played the first Crash Bandicoot, a classic. Nice. Found our power-up room already. I don't think I want this either. The teleporter. Don't care. I like having this item early in the run because if you want to bomb something and you just don't have bombs, that I didn't have to spend a bomb to do that. Herbs, have you streamed yet? I know you were going to, and then I think that kind of fell through, and I know you've been busy. But I don't want to miss it if and when you do. I'm not going to bother with a shop still. I don't have very much money. Usually, like, the RNG in this game, your runs end up that you either, like, have a ton of money or, like, none. And more often than not, it's none. Have once and will again soon. Make sure you let me know. I want to support you. Oh. Heart. Okay, Gertie can be a little bit of a problem. Just because he is somewhat unpredictable with his movements. You really, like, don't ever want to be close to him because he'll do this. Basically like playing table hockey. Alright, HP up. Finally some life up. We're not doing great. I don't think this is going to be the run, chat, but I don't like bats. IRL. I don't remember if I told you guys about this or not. Here's some Matt lore for you. When I was 16, I got bit by a bat, and I had to get rabies shots. It was one of the worst experiences of the first half of my life. And it's not that I hate bats. Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way to, like, hurt a bat or anything like that. But I just, like, don't care for bats. Phobia, maybe? Rufio, what's up, dude? I'm getting cooked. Yeah, I want to keep the mask on as long as possible. Period of the season, but I probably have 50% of my vision right now. And the game is just dropping everything except health. Alright, there's some. I've got 6 keys. Looks sus. I almost touched it. Being bit by a bat, not liking them, just a cooler version of when someone's bit by a dog and doesn't like them. I don't know if it's cooler. Parallels can be drawn, I suppose. God. Keep walking right into it. I hate these enemies. They run from you, they keep spawning other enemies. Hoping my spiders would clean this up a little. Alright. I think we're pretty much done. If I get hit one more time, that's it. Yeah, alright. That's alright. We're getting warmed up. Oh, I need a minute. Yeah, here's the thing is like, even without the lenses on, this is how much I can actually see. I'm pretty limited. Well, it seems like 3/4 of you guys haven't played this game. Interesting. I know it's fairly popular. The guy who made this game also made Super Meat Boy, which I haven't played just because it looks pretty difficult, but I don't know, it's another game that I would consider picking up and playing on stream. I really didn't do great, Erica, but thank you. We'll keep going. Maybe I'll try a little bit without the eyeballs on. Maybe we try a different character. I honestly don't remember who I really enjoy playing with. I want to say I don't mind playing as Eve. Your English is just fine, Erica. Azazel's pretty good. He tends to be the easiest. Let's try an Azazel run and see. So Azazel, instead of like Isaac, first of all, he doesn't have red hearts, which can be both good and bad. It means that his HP cannot be refilled by picking up red hearts. Azazel's faster and flies, but he doesn't shoot tears. He has this red beam that he spits out. It's strong, but you have to constantly charge it. And it's got a lot less range, which means you have to get closer to enemies. But if we can get some good power-ups, with good synergy for his attack, some of these runs can get free. We can find something called the Ludovico technique. It's absolutely broken, this Azazel. Can you guys let me know how the sound is? Just because, again, I'm feeding this off my capture card now. Yeah, so see, like, these red hearts, I can't pick them up even if I'm missing some health. Well, that's not what I wanted. But bomb is nice. So if there is a secret room on this floor, the first place I would look would be right here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. That's alright. I hate this boss. Because he has the same attack that I do. I gotta be real careful. Stay out of the line of that. Not good that I already took a hit. Speed and damage up is great. Some HP up would be stellar. Oh, you guys can't run now. Okay, this is something to look out for right here. Sometimes you'll see rocks with like a little X in it. And blowing them up does stuff. I also told myself, since I'm now making shorts all the time, that I was going to be recording my streams, and I've been forgetting every single time. This is nice because normally, like, these blocks are impassable. How do I do this all blown off up? Oh, really? Alright, maybe we come back with a bomb. Piercing shots doesn't really change anything for us, unfortunately. There's a bomb. Let's go check that. I don't even remember what that does, but I think it's something good. Oh yeah, sorry, I don't have my eyes on. Here. I also don't recognize your username at all. I apologize if you frequent the stream and I'm just not recognizing. Yeah, I instantly can't see with this on. Also, thank you. I'll take all the cheese power I can get. Good card. Monstro again. Right into it. That's cool. Okay. So sometimes you do well on a boss or well on a floor, you get a certain percent chance of angel and devil rooms opening. Now normally this item, I think it's Mom's Knife, is like one of the best items in the game. I know with Isaac it's really good. I don't think it synergizes as well with Azazel. I think I'm gonna pass it up. Without the eyes on, it looks horrifying. It is kind of horrifying. Got a louse. Oh, I'm getting friendly spiders. That's getting really hard to see. Not even gonna bother with the pill. I will take a bomb. I will take 2 bombs. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I don't have a key. That's not good. Alright, we need to find a key or else we can't get our item on this. So hello, Josh. Good to see you. Binding of Isaac is not easiest, friend. HFF. I don't know why everybody's display names reverted. Sorry, I can't see anything now. I don't know why everybody's display names reverted. It's just something that happened last week. I've been trying to figure out like why. Because people have reported that it's not like that on other streams that they attend. So I don't really know. Sorry, it's going to be eyes off for a couple minutes here, guys. So I really don't know, friend, unfortunately. Need another key for that. Wash the poop. Really need key. Thank you. Not gonna use it on the chest. Sure. Mom's bra. What is this? Ew. I don't even want that just because it's too grotesque. You guys can go change your display names back. Some people have already done it. I know that this did happen once before. But again, I don't really have an answer for you as to why, unfortunately. Oh, finally some keys and bombs. Alright, let's go check this other chest. Want to have one key for the next floor. Nothing. Oh. Okay. I don't remember what the upside down cross thing is. I know that this other thing is called the Dark Bum. And I think I might actually take the Dark Bum. Because he will pick up hearts and drop stuff. And the thing is I can't use hearts anyway. I don't remember if other hearts were dropped. One. He doesn't always drop something good, like that was an enemy. But he's a pretty good buddy to have because, again, Azazel can't use red hearts. That's nice. So since Azazel can't use red hearts, the Dark Bomb can. This is one nice thing about Azazel's. There's a lot of enemies that just can't fly. So if you just hover over a pit or something impassable, they just, like, literally can't get you. Ultimate cheese. Sure.
The world.
Okay, so see, there is... Here. Wasn't charging, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, I'll tell you what. For now, since this is probably just worse, we'll just take it off. We'll let it defog a little bit. I can take a sip of my stream caffeine. Oh, it's so much better. I can actually see. Okay, what does the shop have for us? Kind of nothing. All right. I did do some digging on Reddit, and all I could find was basically like what people said about the last time this happened, which was within the last year. And it's just like, oh, YouTube sucks, just change it back.
pretty much the answer that I got. Tooth? I want this. Nope, because Monstro can actually hurt me. That's awesome. Battery. This is a bad floor. None of these dudes let you get close. Gotta kind of just pick the safest spot you can find. Yeah, I see. Throw bomb. Oops, didn't mean to throw it that way. I think my Joy-Con might be out of range of my Switch. Oh, okay. I don't think there's anything else in this floor that I about. Yeah, so you guys see what I mean about like all the cartoon blood and guts and farts and poop. Alright, we got a big Gertie here. Dude, this fight can be rough because you gotta keep up with his minions too. Okay. Alright. Eat the hearts. And for me? I don't remember what either of these are. I know that one on the right is a follower. I'm gonna skip those. Actually see our map again. Some floors have random stuff where just like can't see your map, or the rooms are all dark, they're on fire, or whatever. Sometimes you just find mini bosses. Sure. A key is nice. These are basically whiz robes from Zelda. Got a lot of keys in that room. Sure. Sure. So what's nice about this working, guys, by this I mean my capture card and streaming off my Switch, is that our catalog of games that we can play on stream just basically like doubled. So now if you guys want to do stuff like start a Breath of the Wild run, or do shiny hunting in Pokemon. Don't think Regis is here, but I know that's something that he's a fan of. The louse. That one. Holy Tears? Touch that chest. I don't know if that actually even for us, the Zazel. Oh, let's see. I don't like the big rooms, but we gotta check. There's some Ani's room. Thank you, Dark Bomb. We have 33 coins. We're gonna keep checking the shop. Yeah, I can't even buy this because I can't use. Pill bottle, a pill, and a card. Like rolling face. How long the game is really varies. A lot of it is RNG and it depends on how a run goes. A successful run isn't too long though, like maybe 20 minutes. So it's kind of the same thing, Josh. It's like, we'll hang out. We'll play this for a little while, whether I beat a run or not. Honestly, probably playing as Azazel here is my best chance of winning. But if we, like, wanted a guaranteed win, I could find a good seed and just put in a seed number and play whatever we... Okay, we've got Guppy, and I don't remember what the red baby is. If I don't see something and like automatically know it's something good, then I usually avoid it. But like really, if you wanted to play this game optimally, you would have like the wiki up, you would have the Platinum God website up, and you would be checking things as you found them. Because there's like, I don't know, 1,000 items in this game or something like that. I actually do like this fish follower because it actually shoots the whole time I'm charging. Let's see what we got here. Game looks sick in a good way. It is definitely a little gross. Maybe a little childish. I'm pretty sure now my shots have turned to PP. But again, it's good fun. It's good fun, especially like if you like Zelda 1. I know this like doesn't look like Zelda 1. You know. But it is actually structured a lot like Zelda 1. God. Getting wrecked. I might want the card. Never played any Zelda and you're not a huge fan. How do you know you're not a huge fan if you haven't played any Zelda? Let me ask you this, Josh. Longtime friend and viewer of the channel. If I were to play Zelda on stream, is that something that you would actively dislike? This is crazy. Gosh, she's just spawning so many enemies. Shots also keep coming out the wrong way. Alright, so technically, I really can't take any of these. I don't have the health. Mom is like the first boss of the game, and then as you play more of this, you get more floors available to you. So I'm not doing great going into this, though. I didn't get many good power-ups. My health is abysmal. I've done some multiplayer. Done a lot of like couch co-op stuff. I did Minecraft with my son for a while. I don't know if I would play Repo. Guess I'm not against the idea of it. I don't have a lot of people that I would be willing to do that with, be comfortable doing it with. Really, there's like 2 people in my life who I could see myself doing that with and having fun. And I have very different schedules than both of those people, so it's hard to say, though. I try, like, not to rule out any possibility because I learned a while ago that a lot happens on this channel that I never thought would happen. I never thought my channel would get this big. I never thought I would be live streaming. I never thought that I would, like, use this channel, like, to have fun with, if that makes sense. You know, like, this channel was created in the wake of a tragedy. And really just to, like, help me process a really, really sad, terrible thing that has happened. And so the fact that it's grown into this thing where, you know, like what I'm doing right now, where I can play a game and have fun and connect with people. What was terrible. So I guess that's what I'm saying, is I don't rule it out. I would take a day off to work for a collab. Bold of you to assume that you're one of those 2 people. No, you're totally one of those 2 people. I need some more hearts, bad. I think the run's over, guys. I should have lined up a Zelda seed. We could have played Zelda. I probably could, but... Crusty Mustard. What the heck is up, dude? I haven't seen you in 1,000 years. Hope you're doing well, brother. I have not bored out this game in its entirety. I've done like a handful of the challenges here. And done the most with Azazel, obviously. He's the easiest. Yeah, nothing crazy. You keep talking about Dinkum. It's not about being negative, though, Josh. Like, I'm just asking for your opinion. It's not negative if you don't like the same things as everybody else. Like, that's just how being a person works. Like, it's cool. I'm gonna take a super quick break, guys. Hang on. Alright, before I subject myself to putting the mask back on, I'm going to eat some candy. I honestly, like, don't play my Switch very much these days. I don't even know what games I have on it right now. We haven't played Stardew in a while. I could finally show you guys my Stardew farm on Switch. I've got Pokemon Violet. I've got Minecraft and Terraria, but those are better on PC anyway. Zelda. We're so tired of your fan account. Sometimes a break can be healthy though, Erica. Rest is healthy. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of Stardew to do, Rufio, honestly. If I were to 100% it. That's not really the goal, I guess, though. I don't know if I'm, like, eager to pick Stardew back up when October is over, when Spooky Sundays are done. I know it sounds stupid, but I only like games that are both cozy and challenging. That sounds like half of the Zelda games, brother. HFF, what do I call you? Who are you? I can't even see what your PFP is. Looks like a crow or something. Sorry, my chat is small. I do both, though, with Terraria. I'll play modded and Tmod loader. If it's dealer's choice, I will play Tmod loader, just for the quality of life stuff. R. Oh, okay. I have seen you before. Sorry I didn't recognize you. Yeah, Tmod loader is nice, like... just for things like... I mean, honestly, like, Ore Excavator is huge. I don't even like playing Minecraft without Vein Miner anymore. I've been spoiled by mods. There's some pretty cozy Zelda games, though. Josh, like... Echoes of Wisdom? I don't know if you've seen that game. Peaks of Yore? I've never heard of Peaks of Yore. I've heard of Peak. Mom's doing well. That's good to hear. I appreciate you letting us know. Happy to hear that. Let's see. I kind of want to just find a good seed and just dominate. I'm getting bullied. Let's see what the old Reddit has to say, guys. I've never heard of Astral Spiff. No, it's fine. You're good. Nope, unless you were to mention like a mortal enemy of mine, which I don't have. But no, I always try to support other creators. I've had a few people support me, which has been real nice. All right, we're gonna see if Reddit is lying to us. I don't think this is the case. 6 Lima 3 Viet 7 X-ray 7. The old Keck W. Love me some Keck W. All right. Find my poll. I don't know if that's bad etiquette per se, Half. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent. I have zero ego and totally understand that there's like an endless sea of other creators and entertainers that all of you could be watching. And I wouldn't fault you for doing so, because there's a lot of people out there who are way better at doing this than I am. I don't take that personally. Like me personally, I don't get offended if you're like, because sometimes I'll mention other streamers, like the big names, right? Markiplier, PewDiePie, ASO, whatever. And if you're going to be like, okay, well, so-and-so is streaming, so I'm going to go watch that. See you later. That doesn't offend me at all. The fact that you even took time out of your day to come hang out in this stream with me right now means a lot to me. It truly does. I do not play Slime Rancher. Not that I wouldn't, I just never have. Alright. We're going to try this. I don't know what to try, baby. What we're looking for, I think we're going to get it in this seed. Something called the Ludovico technique. And when you guys see what the Ludovico technique does, Azazel, you're going to be like, bro. Cracked. I don't think it's that I'm particularly humble. I've been around long enough to know that there's so much in life, guys, that people get hung up on. That just doesn't matter. There's so much about what we stress about and pay attention to every day that just like truly holds no bearing. And I'm not trying to like trivialize your guys' problems, because I'm sure that a lot of you, have legit things that bother you every day. But I think there's a lot of it that we stress about that we do so unusually. HP up early is nice. I'll have you on the background playing Stardew or Subnautica. Both good choices. I'm biased to Stardew. But even then, like, the people who... Because I know there's people who come in and just lurk. You know, I can look and see how many people are watching, and I'll look and see how many people are actually chatting comparatively. Oh, do I trust the pill? I shouldn't have trusted the pill. So I know, like, there's some of you watching this that just... Whatever, being part of the conversation isn't your thing. And that's totally fine. And I know there's people who don't watch the live streams. Either just, you know, because they can't. Just because of scheduling. Or maybe, again, that's just not their thing to watch live content. And they like to go back and watch the VOD after. That's kind of how I am. Typically, like, with the creators that I watch, a lot of times, like, my schedule just doesn't allow for me to watch live streams. That poop exploded. Gotta be right? No? Ow. If I go back and I watch VODs, Andy Lasso's a big one. I've talked about Andy before. Super nice dude. Plays a lot of Link to the Past, randomizers. But does other stuff too. But he actually, like... I like Andy because, like, he's just pretty chill. He's close to my age. And he actually took some time, like, years ago, before Allie died and stuff. But he took some time to, like, teach me how to set up the Link to the Past randomizer. And he really, like, didn't have to do that. Mom's in here. And so I still, like, frequent his content. And if you like Link to the Past, you should do the same. Alright, I'm not trusting any more pills this. I have Lilith, Rusty. I don't like greed mode. I'll play it sometimes, but I haven't played this in quite a while, and so this is kind of a chill, more just like a demo of the game, I guess. More people in chat have not played this game than have played it, so they're kind of just... surgery's in 4 days. How do you feel about it? I know you said this isn't your first, I don't think. But I would imagine the nerves are probably setting in a bit. We're getting plenty of flies. But where's my Ludovico? Isaac is one of your all-time favorites. Isaac is solid. Great at it. But I almost always have fun. Ooh, that's nice. I almost always have fun with it. I don't think I've ever played any co-op Isaac. Didn't think I got hit, but that's cool. Free money. We've got 3 keys. I really want that Ludovico. Anxious, the doctor says. Purportedly, will walk sometime after the surgery, and I don't believe it. That's all you can do, brothers. Trust. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be scary. But it'll be okay. Well, let's see. There's a bomb. Not doing any more pills. Brother, where's my Ludovico? Did Reddit lie to us? How many floors must I endure? Cussive is nice. Are these bad? I'm not. We just going. Okay. Nope. That room is a whole lot of nope. Ooh, that's a nice. Give me Ludovico. Por favor. I don't know how to explain it, but the surgery is about cleaning some sticky substance in my knee that prevented me from bending it fully. Weird. There's some kind of cartilage thing going on. I only have 2 keys. Rainbow poop. I'm the boss. Where is my item? One specific item that Matt wants. I don't know how much further I'm gonna have to go to find it. Not gonna use a key. Free key, let's go. I don't know what that is. Spiders isn't bad. I'll take it. I was hoping for Ludovico. I don't know how far we have to go to find it. Cranky Ray, what's up, dude? The bloat, I hate this. That's nice. That gives us another heart. Boy, I move super fast now. Alright, we got a lot of keys. Oh. Sure.
Answers.
Right down. There is a secret here. We got 6 bombs. Let's check it out. Josh, cartilage is soft connective tissue in between your joints. It is also like what your nose and ears are generally made of. I don't know if that's not Ludovico. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, we're pretty cracked right now, but I really want Ludovico. If we get it, you guys will understand why when you see it. I didn't want that. Dang it, Bobby. Here. What it is. Doesn't help us at all. A room like that would have been nice with the dark bum. Oh, we're near. We cooked her that time. Alright, okay, if Ludovico isn't one of these four, I'm not doing this. Not one of these four, so we're not doing it. Oh, you should. This isn't an expensive game. It's another indie game, Josh. I think this is probably like a smaller game. Oh. Look at all the batteries. Bet I don't have something awesome. Okay, we've gotten pretty far, and I still don't have Ludovico, which is making me think Reddit lied. Somebody on the internet wasn't truthful to us, chat. Can you believe it? Man, this isn't a bad seed. Laura, if I'm Peter Parker, then I'm like the old one from Spider-Verse. Might want. Certainly not like a young, handsome Peter Parker. Oh, brother, where is my item? I can totally put the mask back on. So every area that has a final boss is a dungeon. I guess, like, traditionally speaking, the whole game is a dungeon. It's progressive floors. So the further down that you go, the harder the enemies get, the more loot you can find, kind of thing. I really want to find Ludovico, and I'm starting to think it just... If it's in this seed, then I might have missed it somehow. That's cool. Let me look at this Reddit post. Maybe this isn't the one that I want. Yes, it is all RNG. So every time that you play this, you will have a different experience. Even if you play with the same character, which there's a lot of characters, there's like 10. I'll put the mask back on if you want, Laura. We might bail on this seed. Because I don't think we get it. I'm not seeing it. We're going to try one more here. This one is... Golf Tango. Oh, no. Randomness is something that you like, then you would probably enjoy this game. Okay. I'm going to put the mask back on. In good faith that Reddit isn't lying to us. We'll see how this goes. Somebody want to come zip me up? This is so much easier with 2 people. Okay, we'll see how long this lasts. Matt, how have you been doing with self-love? Lately? 6 out of 10. Doing my best, buddy. I instantly can't see. What's a bad? I want a bomb to blow that rock up. Thank you. Oh. That was a happy little accident. 2 cents. Righteous. Go up? Oh no. I already found the boss. That's cool. I don't know where we're gonna find Ludovico. The Redditor just said he had it. Squirrel walked right into the fire. Nice. Well, that's not it. That's not it, but that's pretty nice to have. We don't care about this. Alright, so we're just going to assume it's not on the first floor. We're fighting Larry again. That's just fine. Let's proceed. Nice. Not nice, not nice, not nice. Sure. Not trusting Phil. Monkey. Probably not. Oh. It's cool to get here. I can't afford it. That's nice. Still no Ludovico, brother. Where it is. Whoopee? Ugh. One. Don't care about the double room because we've already been. I might be able to do one more floor with this on, but I really can't see. Pop. Bomb. Wait, does Dad's key do the whole floor or just... I think that did the whole floor. Okay. Boss is here. Sure. I don't care about that. Item room must be. Must pop the poopies. Dad, are you guys dressing up for Halloween? And if so, what are you going to be? Still no Ludovico. Brother, can you spare some Ludovico?
Uh, nice as that is, I don't have keys. Alright, I'm undoing this. I did it. I did all I can. Natalie from Yellow Jackets. Cool, cool. Plan to dress up, but you don't know what you're gonna be yet. I have a few costumes if you want to borrow one. You know, another really, like, neat thing, guys, about me getting this capture card going. I tested it out with my GameCube. So next Sunday, we're going to play Luigi's Mansion on my OG GameCube. My GameCube's probably older than a lot of you. I might lose the whole getup here. I'm going to try and get this off. I don't want to stand up on camera because it's pretty tight fitting, I'm not going to lie. And I did not wear all the normal compression undergarments that I usually wear when I wear this out. I'm not trying to traumatize any of you. Oh, that's better. Must have done something wrong because we didn't get Ludovico. I really just want Ludovico. Love Halloween, you're having a party, you're very excited. I'm happy for you. I love Halloween too, and I'm trying really hard to fall back in love with it. Christmas is still a hard one for me. I can't do Christmas. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. Let's try Delta, Eck, Charlie, Victor, Charlie, Quebec. Okay. Reddit says it's right here, but we keep getting these. I wonder if it's not supposed to be like this, or if it's not always like this. There's just a chance that we spin them and it's random. I don't really know. I'm gonna try the same. The Christmas is hard, so is Easter, so we go on Halloween. I feel that, boobs. Okay. They're saying, Reddit's saying that that's supposed to be Ludovico. So let me see. I mean, that's good. Let's see if we can find a couple coins and re-roll that. Pretty stacked so far.
I'm not gonna do multiple floors. Let's see what Steam has to say. I wanted to share this fun seed. First floor is an XL, which gives you Ludovico. Alright, brothers. Where is the number there? I wonder if part of it is because there's like different versions of this game. Because there's like Rebirth, Afterbirth, Afterbirth Plus. I don't know if there's seed variants. That could be it. No. R. Could be right here. Not Ludovico. This also doesn't look like an XL floor. Because an XL floor sometimes will have a second item. Okay, I think probably what it is I'm not playing on PC. I'm looking at all these and they look older now. AI says that there isn't any. Blasphemy. Okay. This Redditor says specifically that this one is for Switch. We're gonna try this one. I don't know if that's an O or a 0. Like a 0. We might have to try this one a second time. We should know right away. Yes. Ooh, that's it. All right. So this item, called the Ludovico technique. Normally what it does if you're playing as Isaac or a character that shoots tears is instead of repeatedly shooting tears, you have one big tear that you move around the room. So you have to control it separately from your character. Ludovico does the same thing for Azazel, where my weapon will be moved separate. So no more charging and all that, which is nice. When you guys see this, you're going to be like, bro. So this is now my weapon. And it decimates. So this is going to be a cracked run. There isn't honestly much that we care about even picking up anymore. You can see why. Little Monstro, ain't he cute? That is actually a little nice to have. So is that. 3 bombs. How did you escape? Damage up is nice. That thing's called the contract. Don't remember. We'll be okay. Honestly, like with Ludovico, it's free. It's so cracked. Used to want to be on the lookout for like cracked rocks like this. Sure. We're gonna skip the shop. Oh, and he still got me. That's kind of a bummer, but oh well. Four keys. Ooh. That's a lot of money. More than we can carry. So, we will check out this shop. It's because we have so much. I have no idea what this one. See if we can get. Sure. is here. Okay. We are going to... We need to find another one of these rooms and do that again to get the other half of the key. Uh... Deadeye. Wonder if that... Brother. Don't see any good rocks. I guess we'll spend a key. I don't know what that's scalpel. Here's a rock. Here's a chest. Easy. Easy freezy. Okay, I got it. I was gonna say, really? Oh, alright, this floor is big. Thanks for hanging out, Josh. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you when I see you. Ooh, I'm firing my laser. Two keys for a shop. No. Much as I would like to spend my money. Halitosis. We're schmoving now, chat. I hate those enemies. They jump around. Boss all the way at the start? Like the one path I didn't take? Usually how that works. Yep. Alright, here's our other... Ooh. I don't know which of these I want. I don't know what the dove is. Spectral tears. Well, okay then. Ooh. These are boss gauntlets. But I only do this if there's something in here that's just insanely good, because it is a slog. And honestly, there's nothing better for us than what we already have, so... That's nice. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, there's no way. Colin, what's up, buddy? Happy Sunday, gamer. How are you? Oop. Getting a lot of hearts, and unfortunately, those don't help me. just gonna press. All right, here we go. Really, now we just have to dodge. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Ooh. Boy, we have a lot of choices now. Doing okay? I thought you'd pop in while you're getting ready for work. Well, I appreciate that. Appreciate you giving me a couple minutes out of your day. I hope you have a great shift. I'm sure you're gonna crush it. I think this is good. It is good. We like this one. Batteries have become considerably more value. Okay, I don't want to go down here. I don't want to do that one. I think if I go up the light, then that's just it for the run. I think I want to go down. I'm doing okay. I had on a silly Spider-Man costume for a while, but it was too hard to see / breathe in it. I endured for as long as I could. Ow. Izzers. So I am just hanging out, doing some Binding of Isaac now. I wanted to show off this particular power, so I did pull a seed from Reddit. Okay, I'm gonna wait to grab the battery because if we beat one more room, this. More hearts. We are cracked. Cracked and stacked. Skipping pills. Drugs are bad. Yeah, let's just not go in there. Random question you don't have to answer, but what's your name? My name is Matt. I go by Matt on stream. If you haven't watched a lot of streams, you probably wouldn't know that. But you can address me as Matt. Love Yourself is the name of the project. It's not my moniker. All right, we're fighting the devil. Just keep swimming. You could see how this would be a nightmare without this weapon. But we're pretty okay. Alright. In the chest we go. Cool. Oh, that's what the fuse cutter does. Turns control bombs into... Alright, where are you, lady? I'll take that. I actually don't think I want to do all this. Oh, we can get some good stuff, but every room is essentially a boss gauntlet. Which, as you can see, doesn't pose a huge threat for us. But I think we're just gonna do it. So this is like... There's a lot of different paths you can take playing this game. This is like one of the bosses, right? The old Mega Satan. Let's see what we can do. Cannot let these guys live. Some are more dangerous than others. Oh, that's so... Man, the fuse cutter is so OP. I don't think I've ever had that before. If I did, I never, like, really realized what it did, I guess. Alright, this is it. Throw all the bombs you want, buddy. That's bad. Boss after boss after boss after boss. Alright, Mega Satan, how much you got left here? You gotta be close. Ooh. Oh, is that it? That's it. Oh, just kidding. That's terrifying. Who got me? Need to see that I'm still damaging. Looks like I am. We just gotta dodge. Guys in chat have any cheese, I'll take it. I mean, I'm not in like moral danger here, but I think that's it. I think that's it for real. We did it. Thanks, Erica. That was a scary ending. I don't like that one. Well. Yeah, I think it falls into the roguelite category, Colin. And I think the distinction between the two is basically just that you don't keep anything. Every time that you play a new run, you're starting from scratch. So that was one of the endings. This is the kind of game that encourages replayability for a lot of reasons. One is because there's a lot of different characters to play as. Two is because every time you play it, you'll get a different seed. Which means, you know, it's a whole new experience every time. But there's multiple endings. There is a lot of lore to this game, which I guess we can talk about for a minute. It is a little dark. And has been the subject of great debate on the internet. So basically I'll start by saying this. There's two different camps of people who follow different things with the lore of this game. Basically, half of the fandom believes that everything that you see is more or less canon. That Isaac, this little boy, is actually like going through and exploring all of these different hellish places. He does have an abusive, neglectful, religious zealot of a mother who locks him in a trunk in his room, kind of thing. Isaac does have a father and a sister, but they're kind of absent. So there's a lot of mystery around that too. But then there's the other camp of people that I think that I fall more in myself, where Isaac is... He's just one of those children that has like a super active imagination. He's always drawing, always coloring, always pretending. And the world looks so different through the eyes of a child that, you know, what he views as these terrible situations, like how scary even the first floor is, right? Where it's just his basement. He goes into his basement. You know, to a child, a basement can be a really scary place. And, you know, can even seem hellish in its own ways. When in reality, you know, the basement's maybe a little stale, but not really scary once you're an adult. There is religious overtones in the game, both religious and sacrilegious. The game is not afraid to explore some traditional ideals, especially in Christianity. So if that's something that offends you as well, maybe this game isn't for you. I myself was raised Catholic. I went to a Catholic school for 7 years. And, you know, I'm not a devout Catholic in my adult life, but I do hold faith, and I'm personally not offended by anything in this game. just because it's so cartoony, and it's done in a way that's almost satirical. You know what I mean? Like, it's so over the top and asinine with its poop and its guts and its blood and its religion. Like, you can't really take it seriously. The game isn't like, you know, trying to make any major political or religious statement. So you could say that Isaac is a sufferer in his own mind. That's one way to put it, Colin. So again, I think you know, if this is the kind of thing that interests you at all, then you should check it out. It's not an expensive game. It's on every platform. It's a lot of fun, just like to casually play through. So, I don't think I want to do like another run. But since I got my Switch going, I can very quickly show you guys. I'll let you pick. We'll do a little bit of bonus. I'll let you choose. You're a Christian, not like devoutly, but sounds interesting with enough realism and nuance. Yeah, I kind of fall into that same category. I think the game tiptoes that line just enough to kind of make you think, to make you I don't want to say question religion. But maybe take some more time to really study and ponder some of the nuance of religion. And, you know, I'll tell you personally that, you know, my faith has changed so much in my adult life, and especially since my daughter died. You know, if you lose somebody close to you, it doesn't matter if it's your child or not, you lose somebody close to you, you essentially question everything about your entire existence and your reality, and it will fundamentally change who you are as a person. No worries, Erica. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, it sounds like we're going to fire up Stardew Valley. It'll just be for a minute. Do any of you guys watch Terminal Montage? Guy who does a lot of like video game themed animations. He's been doing an Ocarina of Time series for a while and put out Shadow Temple the other day. It was pretty good. All right. Personally, you have a really bad experience with Christianity. As long as you don't get offensive, you're welcome to elaborate. You're welcome to talk about it. Lost a lot of religion due to personal attributes, which is weird, but I'm trying to find my way back, I guess. Here's the beautiful thing about faith, Colin, is that it's different for everybody, and it serves people in different ways. And I truly don't believe that there is a right or wrong way to have faith. I don't believe that everybody needs to be a Christian. I don't believe that everybody needs to share the same faith. I think as long as your religion serves you in helpful ways and doesn't harm anybody else, then what you choose to believe is your business, and it's as simple as that. I wasn't raised Christian, but because my dad died when I was young, my mom explained heaven to us. Now I just believe in the possibility of everything spiritually wise. I mean, that's fair too. Oh, excuse me. This is going to be neat because Stardew is going to be 10 times slower loading than on PC. We haven't done this in a while, hey guys? I was partially raised with Christian beliefs, but not belief in God. And here's the funny thing, is we use words like God and angels and heaven in Christianity anyway. And like those are just like stupid human words to describe and explain concepts that we barely understand. We're not really supposed to understand as people, you know? Like to me, again, as somebody who was raised a fairly strict Catholic, I went to Mass twice a week. You know, and went through sacraments and had religion class and all that. A lot of that part of the Catholicism, you know, I realized as I got older, it doesn't serve me. And now, like, I feel the most connected to my faith and the most connected to my daughter when I'm out in nature. You know, like, that's why, like, the first thing I did on this channel was I took my GoPro out in the woods and just started recording. And, you know, here we are, literally 2 years later, by the way, guys. In 2 days, it is the 2-year anniversary of the channel. Did my first video on October 21st, 2023. Can you believe it's been 2 years? Sounds good, Colin. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, so, very quickly. I don't know what I was doing on my silly farm here. Boy, it feels weird playing on Switch. So I married Penny because I love Penny. Hello, my love. Eat something good for lunch. Yes, ma'am. I don't even know what we're going to do today. It probably doesn't matter if I do these. We're just going to walk around. I'm not going to save the day. So this is my house. I'm not necessarily, like, min-maxed on this, guys. I went with the purple moon and stars aesthetic for most of the house. I kind of like that. I like the plants and the mushrooms, and I always liked moon and star stuff. We got our cellar that is chock full. But I think that's basically how it is on our Switch version too. I do have a forest farm. Just because I didn't really know the difference between all the farms. Not that I mind the forest farm, because I don't. It's not my favorite. And so I kind of just, like, put all my animals and stuff over here. Just because, like, you reach a point where you don't need the hardwood, so you just kind of quit caring about it, right? So I've got my 2 pig barns over here. Maybe we will save today. We can do something fun. And then my chicken coops are down here. Pretty much got all gold chickens, I think. Oh, we do got 1 dino, 1 void, 1 duck, And of course a baby blue. I love chickens, Eddie. Who's your least favorite bachelor, bachelorette? That's a hard one because everybody has grown on me, especially since I made the Stardew video. Because I had to like learn about all the NPCs more, including the ones I didn't care for. I didn't really like Shane. I didn't really like Haley. I didn't really like Alex. I didn't really like Harvey. But everybody's grown on me since. Penny is my favorite. I like Leah too. I like Seb. I like Sam. I think I don't know if I could pick a least favorite. That's really, really difficult. I'll tell you what, Krobus has grown on me a lot since we ended up rooming with him. I'm in year 12 on this. I like Emily a lot too. I actually ended up marrying Emily on a different playthrough. She's a little bit of a hippie, but she's a sweetheart. I married Abby when I first started this, but then ended up divorcing her, and years later ended up with Penny here. It's so hard to pick a least favorite. Gold chickens have been around. I believe. So, one thing we could do... I guess I'll finish the tour first. I'm getting ahead of myself. I did get bluegrass going. I've got 4 lava eel ponds. Usually I had crops going in the field here, but I honestly just got tired of cropping. And so I just put bluegrass instead. I did rearrange a bunch of stuff, and we were going to get like more trees and stuff going down here, but I didn't quite get that far yet. And then I've got all these sheds. And so we keep one here. Just basically for smelting. I've got crystallariums in a bunch and then wine going in. And so basically, like, the way that I play this game at this stage is I kind of spend the days doing what I want to do. Whether that's a Skull Cavern run. I think these are all crystallariums. Skull Cavern runs or events. Or just, like, kind of generally whatever. Like, I don't want to be restricted, right? I don't want every day to wake up and where, like, I feel like I'm going to work. Yeah, these are just all crystallariums, which is cool. And so basically what I do is once a week, I go through and do all my harvesting. I'll get all my diamonds from my crystallariums. I'll take the wine, right? I do have... We can go to Ginger Island real quick and I'll show you that too. So this is all ancient fruit, right? And I do keep some extra kegs going here. And so on Sundays, I go through and I tend to all that stuff. And then as I gather, I dump stuff in the chests. And I thought it would be fun to see how much we can sell all this stuff for. I've kind of been saving up a little bit, kind of, sort of. Again, we're not talking like hyper efficient min-max. This is pseudo casual gathering. 12 is crazy, but I finished the game maybe like year 8 or something like that, and I took my time. Again, we're talking about, well, like Ginger Island wasn't a thing, so I got to a point where like I'd beaten the game, and then more DLC came. Speaking of which, I'm so excited. I hope we hear something about 1.7 soon. I'm very curious. But then, yeah, I kind of just started stockpiling stuff and pursued a relationship with Penny. And then more DLC came and like Mastery came. So I ended up doing all the Mastery stuff, which didn't take very long. When you're late game, Mastery happens quickly. So this is the point we're at. Because we finished Binding of Isaac, and I already had my Switch going. And I did a poll in chat if people wanted to see this or play Pokemon for a few minutes. I said I'll give a quick tour. So I think what we should do, though, is sell all this stuff and just see how much money we get. Now, obviously, like, I'm not hurting for cash, but it would be interesting to see. Looks like I do have another sword up here. I bet I was trying to get another Infinity Blade so that I could have one with Crusader and one with Bug Killer for the Skull Cavern. Probably why I have this other sorted. If I had to guess. Don't have quartz in here. I must be blind. Where is it? Oh, there it is, way at the top. Oh yeah, I've got like 200. That checks out. The guy was putting rabbit feet here. You have another auto petter. I probably don't have any place to put it. Crazy. I think that's what we're gonna do. Let's sell all this stuff. Curiosity. All right, let's just see. $6.5 million. No. 64 million? The numbers are wiggling and waving, and I know that means something. How much money did I have before? $40 million? I had like 40 million before, so that was like 20 million, 25 million, something like that. Cool. Well, that's my Switch farm anyway. I do think at some point that we'll pick up and play Stardew again and try to do more on the farm that we've been playing on, but that's for another day. That's certainly not spooky enough, right? I'm a big baller, Rubes. So I wonder what else we're going to play this week. I think we'll continue Pacific Drive. Let me look at my list. So like I was saying, guys, like now that I have this new capture card and we can play Switch games, like there's a lot of stuff that we could start doing. Like we could start a Breath of the Wild run. I do want to play Super Mario Mon too, but that's on PC. This week might just be more Pacific Drive, Hollow Knight. And then our last Spooky Sunday of the month, a week from today, will be Luigi's Mansion. That's how we'll close out. We finished Binding of Isaac. And decided to quickly show off my Stardew Farm on Switch. I think Breath would be cool. I haven't played it in a while, to be honest. So it might be fun to kind of start it over and see. But I guess now, like, I'm just excited because we have options. I waited out. Speaking of options, I waited out, and I don't think Legends ZA is something that's going to happen anytime soon, and there's a few reasons for that. Number one, the game just looks and performs way better on Switch 2, which I don't own. Number two, I never played the first Legends game, and I feel like I would be doing it a disservice if I didn't play the first one before playing ZA. But also, I'm going to be frank with you guys, like, everything I've seen about it at this point, it kind of just doesn't look very good. A lot of the problems that people had with Scarlet Violet, the way the game looks, the way it performs, production kind of being rushed, it would appear at launch at least that ZA suffers from a lot of those same things. Probably even worse. You know, if you look at a game like Breath of the Wild, which is 8 years old now, by the way, 8.5. You know, Nintendo invested $100 million to develop that game. And it shows. Then you look at a game like ZA, and I think Nintendo invested $13 million. Now, I understand there's several years in between the two games, so development of AAA titles is bound to get cheaper. But you're talking about almost 1/10 of the investment. And it really shows. If you want to see more about what I'm talking about, like if you want a good, quick review, like a 10-minute review, that gives you an example, go check out my friend Livid. Check out his channel. That is LIVVVID. He's another creator. I've talked about him a few times before, but he's kind of been a mutual creator friend of mine for a while, and is building up his channel. He's coming up on 20,000 subscribers, so he's doing really well. I'm proud of him. But a lot of his content is Pokemon based, and he played through ZA basically when it came out and put out a quick review about it yesterday. And so if you have 11 minutes and want to go check that out, you should go watch his video, and that'll give you a pretty good idea about what I'm talking about. But he had a lot of valid complaints, did a fair amount of research on it. And so I'm kind of holding hope that, Nintendo / Game Freak will hear some of what people are saying about this game. And I don't have a jukebox. I'm hoping that they'll hear some of the stuff about this game that people are saying and actually do some fixes. They didn't with Scarlet Violet. And that was really disappointing, because I was one of those people that, truly held faith that when Scarlet Violet came out and, there was all these bugs and visual problems with it, that Nintendo was going to see that and say, oh, we better go back and fix some of this stuff. And they didn't, because they knew that they didn't have to, because that was money they didn't have to spend. Unfortunately, it's appearing more and more that Pokemon, which is a beloved franchise of mine and has been for 30 years, is kind of falling into that same pitfall of just being a cash grab. And, Nintendo doesn't want to truly invest in it anymore, like what they are with Mario and Zelda, and I guess probably still Metroid. And that's really disappointing, because Pokemon deserves better than that. But I think they just kind of all realize that, they can kind of rush a Pokemon game and not put as much time and energy and money into it. And it's still going to sell, and people are still going to buy it. And, unfortunately, they're right. But it is disappointing. Because that wasn't the trend for a long time. And honestly, it wasn't really until Gen 8 that became apparent. I feel like, the GBA and DS era of Pokemon kind of just kept showing us that Pokemon was headed in the right direction. They kind of just kept improving on the last one and expanding and expanding and expanding. And then they made the jump to 3D and started cutting corners. And yeah, I don't know. It's been disappointing, but I don't know. Maybe they'll turn around and prove me wrong. Maybe they'll make some of these fixes to ZA. Maybe there's another mainline Pokemon game. I heard a leak. So take this with a grain of salt, because this was just something I quickly glanced at on the internet. Could be total BS. But I saw something about the next Pokemon, mainline Pokemon games, being called Wind and Waves or something like that, which is an interesting diversion. Most of the Pokemon games are named after colors, so I don't know. I don't know what that'll be about. But we'll see. Maybe they will prove me wrong and make the Pokemon game that I've been saying for over a year that they should make. Where, give us a new game, give us refitted retro graphics, a la the DS era or the 3DS era, right? Make a giant region, put all the Pokemon in it. Stop giving us superfluous dialogue expository nonsense, insanely priced DLC. Just give Pokemon fans more core Pokemon. But what do I know? Nothing. I'm just some jerk on the internet. All right, Pokemon rant over, and Spooky Sunday over. I appreciate you guys hanging out. I'm going to peel this Spider-Man costume off myself. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you this week for more Pacific Drive Hollow Knight. And be sure to join for next Spooky Sunday because we're playing Luigi's Mansion on my OG GameCube. I got the OG GameCube hooked up and I got it to work through the capture card. So not the prettiest thing. Would probably be prettier if I played it on an emulator, but you know what? I'm gonna do that. But that's it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I love you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Good luck with the week ahead. Take care, and remember to love yourself. See you guys.